Hello, everybody, and another wonderful day of learning from home. So, kickoff. This was simple interest. This is what we were doing yesterday with the last one here, which was I equals PRT. P is principal, R is your rate as a decimal, T is time. So, how that shifts here from what we were doing in the last lesson to now with compound interest is this right here. We're going to have B equals P parentheses 1 plus R raised to the T. B is going to be that final amount. Here we're not going to get just the interest. We're going to get the total amount when we're all done. P is your principal. Think of that as that starting amount. What are we starting with? What are we going to invest with? R is that interest rate still as a decimal. So if it's 30%, we move it twice and it's 0.3. T is still time in years. So, Kevin has 9% in savings. Slide down here. There we go. Let's do this first. Kevin has $9 in savings account. The interest rate is 5% and it's compounded annually. So once a year, it's going to add the interest in. So to the nearest cent, how much interest will he earn in 2 years? So we're going to set this up. B equals P, which is our principal. In this case, it's going to be $9 is what we're investing, times 1 plus our rate as a percent, or as a decimal. So if it's a percent now, our decimal point would be there. So we move it once, twice, we add the 0. So 0.05. And it's going to be raised to the T, which is 2 in this case for years. So simplify this a little bit. So 9 is in front. 1 plus 0.05 is going to be 1.05. And you're going to raise that to the second power. So when you put in your calculator, you will do 9 times 1.05. And we're going to raise that to the second. So some of you with, I think they're the T30s. So not the ones that I have for you guys, but the other calculators. Those you have to put in backwards. You'll put 1.05, square it, and then take it times 9. Either way, you should end up with 9.92225 here, which, yes, this is not necessarily in money, so we have to round it to the right spot. 2 places, though, would be after the 2. So this would be $9.92. Now, are we done here? No, we're not, because on this one, it wants to know what was that interest earned. Well, to find interest earned when we're doing compound interest, we're going to do it like this. We're just going to take that final amount that we got, which is our $9.92, subtract away the starting amount. Well, we started with $9. So you're going to end up with 0.92, so 92 cents in interest. Now, some of you probably looked and they go, oh, well, we gained 92 cents because we were 9, now we're 9.92. But if you don't know for sure, this is how you would find that interest earned then doing compound interest. So, Bianca has $800 in her savings account that earns 10% interest compounded annually. To the nearest cent, how much will she have in 3 years? So we're going to set up B equals. This is our principal P. So 800 times 1 plus. We're 10%, so 1, 2. So plus 0.1. Raised it. We're doing 3 years, so it's going to be to the third power. So 1 plus 0.1, we have 800 times 1.1 to the third. Here, since it's not just a square, you might have to use, I believe it's y to the x button on some of your calculators. That will give you that exponent in there. But if we do this, we would have 800 times 1.1 raised to the third, and you get 1,064.08. Now, this is money, so we have to have 2 decimal places. So our B is going to equal our 10, so 1,064.80. Okay. So Paul has $5,325 in savings. The interest rate is 8 and 97 over 100 percent compounded annually. So nearest cent, how much will he have in 3 years? Again, whenever we have a fraction in the percent, make that a decimal. Take 97 divided by 100. If you do that, you're going to end up with 8.97%. 0.97, 97 over 100, 97 hundredths. Okay. So B equals our principal, 5,352. 1 plus, always do that. Our rate as a decimal, we'd move it once, twice. So 0.0897 is going to be our rate. Again, we're 3 years. So let's do the third power. So you're always going to raise it to however many years. That exponent, always the time. So our 5,352. If we simplify this, putting that together, 1.0897 to the third. So if we put it in a calculator, we have 5,352 times 1.0897 raised to the third. So 69.25. We're going to 2 decimal places. So 2, 7. The 7 will stay since that's a 3. So 6,925 and 27 cents. So remember, always round to 2 decimal places with money. So if we don't have enough, we got to add in the 0. And if we go too far, we'll just round it to the second place. All right, last one. Ernesto has $6,598.87 in his savings account. The interest rate is 9% and it's compounded annually. To the nearest cent, how much will he have in 4 years? Well, let's find out. B equals 6,598.87 is that principal. The next part is always 1 plus. Our rate is 9, so if the decimal is there, we go 1, 2, so 0.09. And it's 4 years, so we're raising it to the 4th power. Again, you'll have to use that Y to the X button to put that part in. But if we put this together, we have 6,598.87. 1 and 0.09 would be 1.09. Raise it to the 4th. So we have 6,598.87 times 1.09 raised to the 4th. So we're going to end up with 9,314. And again, 2 places, so 84 for a decimal, since the 3 won't round the 4 up. And there's your answer. So this is the last of this unit. We will worry about that next week as to, I may give you just a study guide to fill out to go through, as to just kind of a rehash what we all went over this chapter and kind of give you that extra practice. And then if we come back someday this semester, then that could be something you could use to study if we take a test then when we come back. But for now, do the homework. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, again, pan me, email me, send me a message on Google Classroom, whatever works for you. and we'll talk to you later.